Good evening, children. I'll read the lesson Natural Resources, Air, Water, and Land. Okay? Now, observe the picture alongside on page number 1. Okay? This is what the picture is about. Right? This one. Now, where do we see the birds? Where is the cow grazing? Locate the trees on the road. Where does the river come from? How does it flow? Where is the aeroplane? Where are the fish in the scene? On what is the sailboat floating? So, यहाँ पे जो है, you can see birds in the sky, you can see an aeroplane, you can see a boat in the water, you can see here cows grazing, this is the land, these are the fishes which live in water. So this is what there is, this is atmosphere, this is hydrosphere, and this is lithosphere. Atmosphere, hydrosphere, living and lithosphere, इन तीनों में लिविंग थिंग्स रहते हैं और इन सब को एक साथ क्या बोला जाता है? बायोस्फीयर. So, natural resources. You can see that some things in the picture are in water, some on land, and some in the sky. That is, in the air. Thus, all things on the earth are associated with air, water, and land. Air, water, and land are called the earth's atmosphere. मतलब एयर को हम लोग एटमॉस्फेयर बोलते हैं, हाइड्रोस्फीयर एंड लिथोस्फीयर respectively. Moreover, different living things occupy these three different spheres of the earth. मतलब तीनों में अलग अलग चीज़ें रहते हैं. स्काई में बर्ड्स रहता है, वाटर में फिशेस रहता है, लैंड में काऊ रहता है. ओके, these living things and the parts of the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere which they occupy are together called the biosphere. Now, these spheres have formed on the earth naturally. We have learned all this in the previous standards. Now, the atmosphere is the layer of air that surrounds the earth. The surface of the earth comprises of water and land. That is the hydrosphere and the lithosphere. Of these, the hydrosphere occupies a much larger part than the lithosphere. Figure 1.2 shows the proportion of land and water on the earth. मतलब अगर this is the earth, ऊपर में जो है उसको एटमॉस्फेयर कहते हैं. अर्थ में जो है उसमें लिथोस्फीयर और हाइड्रोस्फीयर है. मतलब अर्थ में पानी और लैंड है. कितना पानी है? पानी ज़्यादा है. पानी कितना है? 71% है. और बाकी का इतना जो पोर्शन है 29% इज लैंड. सो वी हैव 71% वाटर and 29% land. Okay, now we also look upon these natural components in solid, liquid and gaseous form as resources. In other words, we use them for the fulfill our requirements. Let us now study these three components in detail. तो इसमें एटमॉस्फेयर में गैसियस फॉर्म में चीज़ें रहती हैं, वाटर में लिक्विड फॉर्म में एंड लैंड में इज सॉलिड फॉर्म. ऐसे भी हमको माना जाता है. नाउ व्हाट आर द 5 लेयर्स ऑफ एटमॉस्फेयर? द एयर in the atmosphere around the earth contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, 6 inert gases, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, water and dust particles. The troposphere contains 80% of the total mass of gas. मतलब इतना गैस अगर है उसका 80% जो है वो सब ट्रोपोस्फियर में है, right? While this proportion is about 19% in stratosphere. Further in mesosphere and ionosphere, the mass of gas goes on decreasing. Gases are not found in exosphere and beyond. You can see that the air is a mixture of several gases and the chief constituent of the Earth's atmosphere. Besides these gases, air also contains water vapor and dust particles. The amount of gases in the air is the greatest near the surface and decreases as we go higher and higher as we go higher from the surface. That is, air becomes rare in the higher altitudes. The proportion and constituents of air and some of the uses are given below. Nitrogen. It helps in the living things to build up what is necessary proteins. It is useful for the production of ammonia and in airtight packaging of foodstuff. मैंने बताया तुमको. Oxygen. Oxygen is necessary for respiration. Oxygen of living things and for combustion. जब हम आग जलाते हैं उसको ऑक्सीजन की ज़रूरत होती है. Carbon dioxide. Plants use carbon dioxide for the production of their food by the process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is present in fire extinguishers which you see in big malls, cinema theatres, etc. वो जो लाल सा टिन सा रहता है, I'll show you a picture, that is a fire extinguisher. उसके अंदर क्या है is carbon dioxide. जब भी किधर आग लगती है, बहुत सारे लोग रहते हैं, तो पानी डालना या मिट्टी डालना या ब्लैंकेट लाना, ये सब it's not enough. So you need those fire extinguishers. Argon, it is used in electric bulbs. Helium, used for obtaining low temperatures and for generating lift in airships. Okay, मतलब heavy चीज़ों को उठाना airship में. Then neon is used in decorative lights and for street lighting. Krypton is used in fluorescent tubes. Xenon used in flash photography. Now, the living world on the earth is sustained due to balance between the various gases and other constituents of air. The atmosphere is very important filter. मैंने आपको काफ़ी experiments द्वारा from my kitchen I have shown you what is meant by filter. जब भी कोई हम लोग a simple example of filtration is मम्मी जब चाय बनाती हैं तब वो जो strainer use करती है she uses it to filter and चाय की पत्तियाँ जो है वो strainer में रह जाती है और नीचे चाय गिरता है. In the same way, the air also has, the atmosphere also acts as a filter. Okay? Now, it allows the light and the heat of the sun to reach the earth, which is necessary for life, but it prevents harmful elements from reaching the earth. It is in the atmosphere that fog, clouds, snow, and rain are produced. Next, we move on to what you need to know is what is the similarity in the three pictures. Which pictures I'm talking about is this, this, and this. So, what is the similarity? इन सब में धुआएं निकलती है. इन धुआओं को क्या कहते हैं हम? Pollution, air pollution. So, all the above pictures show large-scale emission of smoke through different agencies. This smoke directly mixes with the atmosphere, disturbing the balance between the constituents of air. This is called air pollution. Harmful gases are given out through combustion of fuels in vehicles and in big industries, and also through incomplete combustion of fuels like wood and coal. As a result, air pollution is increasing by the day. ये स्मोक यहाँ से इंडस्ट्री से या कोई जलाता है, कोई आग लग जाता है, ये सब एटमॉस्फेयर में जाता है और पूरा हमारा एटमॉस्फेयर ख़राब हो जाता है. It is called air pollution. Now let us go to the next. So harmful substances released in air through combustion of fuels: nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide and soot. ये सब जो है harmful gases है जो इंसान अपने हरकतों से ये सब एयर में डालता है. Now ozone layer, the protective shell. There is a layer of ozone gas in the lower part of the stratosphere. Stratosphere का lower part में ozone है. Ozone gas is directly useful for the survival of living things. Is not directly useful for the survival of living things. Yet it is very important for living things to have their layer of ozone at a high altitude around the earth. The ultraviolet rays coming from the sun are very harmful for living things. The ozone gas absorbs these rays. As a result, life on Earth is protected. The ozone layer is destroyed if chemical gases like carbon tetrachloride or chlorofluorocarbons used in air conditioners and refrigerators mix in the air. The 16th of September is celebrated as Ozone Protection Day all over the world to make everyone aware of the importance of ozone. In metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Pune, and Nagpur, boards are displayed at places of heavy traffic to show the proportions of various constituents of the air at the place. Due to these boards, we can see the amount of harmful elements in the air. ऐसे बोर्ड्स लगाया जाता है जिसमें पता चलता है कि आज गैस कितना, आज एयर कितना खराब है. What would have happened if there was no air on earth? What would have happened? We would all be dead. There would be no school, no nothing. We would all be dead. Water. Observe how much water is used and for what purpose it is used in your house for a whole day. Record it in a chart like the one shown here. Discuss the data in the class. Divide the total amount of water used in your house by the number of persons to find out how much water each person uses. तो यहाँ पे एक टेबल बताया गया है ब्रशिंग करने के लिए, brushing of teeth, for bath, washing clothes and utensils, mopping the floor, drinking, cooking, ये सब चीज़ों के लिए कितना पानी इस्तेमाल किया जाए. तो ये एक आदमी इतना इस्तेमाल करता है, घर में 10 जन हो तो multiply it by 10, that is the amount of water each family uses. Can you imagine the amount of water we are consuming? Now, you will see that it is almost impossible for us to spend even a single day without water. We need to drink 3 to 4 liters of water every day so that all our bodily functions run smoothly. Other living things also require water, although the amount of water they need may vary according to the size of the body. Thus, we see that water is very important. If hydrogen gas burns in air, it combines with oxygen and water. If hydrogen gas is burned and it combines with oxygen to form water. So water का formula क्या है? H2O. Okay. Now we have learned about some characteristics of water in the previous standards. So यहाँ पे बताया गया है कि supposing what is this? Supposing this whole thing is water का हमारा, हाँ, तो this portion, the whole thing, large area is all sea water. आप और home sea, आप और मैं sea water पी सकते हैं. जो खारा पानी रहता है जिसमें नमक रहता है वो हम नहीं पी सकते हैं. Ground water is only so much. ये जितना सा जो दिखता है वो red color portion, only that is groundwater. Only that water can be used by human beings for drinking, cooking, etc. So please use your water carefully. So sea and oceans is 97%, and okay, now the rest water available for drinking is only 0.3%. 0.3%. The blue part, and the red part is groundwater and ice water and another form. So the brown part is 2.7% and the light blue part, which is only 0.03%, which is used for drinking water. We cannot use all the water on earth because sea water is salty. Some water is in the frozen state. Ice जो कई countries में बर्फ गिरता है, क्या वो हम use कर सकते हैं? नहीं. So a very small quantity, 0.03%, is only available for drinking. Yet it is enough for all the living things. Now, for which purpose is water being used? Do other living things use water like we do? We use water in large quantities. We have learned that water on earth is regulated through the water cycle. The water vapor formed from oceans is the main source of water in the water cycle. Gets converted into rain, creating fresh water sources. So water cycle, पानी हमको देखो, जब हम पानी यूज़ करते हैं गटर में जाता है, गटर से नाले में जाता है, नाले से वो किधर मिक्स होता है, देन इट इवेपोरेट्स, व्हेन इट इज़ एक्सपोज टू सन इवेपोरेट्स, वाटर वेपर होता है, फिर वो ऊपर जाता है, क्लाउड्स आर फॉर्म, इट बिकम्स रेन एंड इट कम्स डाउन. सो दिस इज़ अ साइकिल बेसिकली. नीचे से पानी ऊपर वाटर वेपर बन के ऊपर जाता है, क्लाउड्स फॉर्म होता है, क्लाउड्स रेनी सीजन में दे कम डाउन एज रेन्स. सो द वाटर साइकिल कंटिन्यूज. Okay, now we get water from natural sources such as streams, rivers, ponds, springs, and lakes. Man also digs wells and bore wells to lift groundwater. Apart from this, man has also constructed bunds and dams of various sizes in rivers. Due to the uncontrolled use of water for an increasing population and industry and farming, it is now short supply. Water scarcity has become a serious problem. We have to be extremely careful. So what do? Use water sparingly. Block water, let it percolate. Store water whenever possible. Reuse water wherever possible. Remember, stored water does not become stale. कई घरों में मैंने देखा है मटके का पानी फेंको, फिर धुओ, फिर से भरो, फिर फेंको. नो, प्लीज़ यूज़ दैट वाटर, डू नॉट थ्रो वाटर. घर में कोई मेहमान आता है, उसको पानी चाहिए तो पानी देना, नहीं तो जितना चाहिए उतना पानी देना. ये नहीं है भर भर के ग्लास में पानी देना, वो नहीं पिया तो वो जाके पानी फेंकना, ये गलत है. लैंड. नाउ लेट अस मूव ऑन टू लैंड. लैंड इज सीन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ स्टोन्स, सॉइल, big rocks. It is not flat everywhere. It is hilly in some areas, places, and flat in some others. All terrestrial animals, terrestrial मतलब जो animals land में रहते हैं उनको terrestrial कहते हैं. जो animals पानी में रहते हैं उसको aquatic कहते हैं. जो birds sky में रहते हैं उनको they all live in the sky, they fly in the air, right? So all terrestrial animals including man live on land. Some terrestrials dig burrows in the ground for shelter. This means that they use land for fulfilling their needs. We also use land for farming and for building houses and roads. We make use of plants and animals in the forests that grow on land. The minerals, crude oil, and natural gases obtained from the earth are very important for us. It means that land is very important resource. Let us see exactly what land is made up of. So this is the experiment which we are going to perform. I have collected all the stuff and I will show you tomorrow how this is all how it is. Just now I'll mix it and keep it, and tomorrow we will see it in separation. So this is all will make you understand from that experiment which you do. Okay, so this page I'll do it tomorrow. Then what is less, this explains now, and then we will complete the lesson. So for this we will stop here. Please go through the video and I hope you enjoy the video, and do let me know, do you enjoy to watch the video and understand the lesson. Bye.